Assalamu alaikum. I am MD Miraj Ahmed. My student ID is 2310537 Welcome to my presentation. Today I am presenting about overview the latest monetary policy of Bangladesh Bank July-December 2025. Introduction. What is monetary policy? Monetary policy is the process by which a country's central bank, for example like Bangladesh Bank, control the money supply, interest rate, and credit availability in economy. Economic context of Bangladesh during policy announcement: high inflation, reserve pressure, and banking instability. Transaction from crisis management to stabilization. My next slide. Summary of latest monetary policy July to December 2025. Objective of monetary policy. We also know that the monetary policy implemented by the Bangladesh Bank, and there are some objective. Reduce inflation below 7. We know that Bangladesh has a very high rate of inflation, so we need to reduce inflation, ensure exchange rate of stability, rebuild foreign exchange reserve, extend banking governance, and reduce NPLs. Restore depositor and investment confidence. We know that in nowadays some banks are collapse, like First State Security Insurance Bank. That's why Bangladesh Bank need to build confidence their investor and support stability GDP growth and target of 5.5%. Next slide, the key stage and policy measurement. The tight monetary stand to control inflation, maintaining high policy interest rate, market-based flexibility, exchange rate, liquidity support mechanism, banking sector, reconstruction and reform. We we need to reconstruction our banking sector to build up our customer confidence level and trust also. Right monetary policy measure: repo reserve rate 10%, SLF 11.5%, SDF 8%. Higher interest rate reduce credit demand. Policy easier only if inflation stay below the 7%. Flexibility exchange rate reform: shift from managed remix to full market-based exchange rate. Exchange rate announcement twice daily. It is a very good news for us. The exchange rate is announced twice in daily. It means two time in day. Improve reserve position and liquidity. Limited intervention only to prevent volatility. Banking sector reform initiative: dissolution of board of a 15-week banks, asset quality review AQR, Banking Resolution Ordinance 2025, IFRS 9 credit loss provisioning roadmap, emergency liquidity assistance ELA, restriction on insider lending. Liquidity and interest rate adjustment. Liquidity inject tool repo IBLF ELA CRR reduced from 3.5 to 3. Market interest rate align mechanism. Macroeconomic performance summary. Inflation declined 11.66% to 8.48%. That is a very good achievement for us, that the inflation declined day by day. Remittance hit record 33.33 billion plus 26.8% growth rate. It is a very good news for us because remittance are came very fluently. Export 8.6% rising input and reserve increasing 21.7 billion to 26.7 billion. We know that reserve is very important for our country, and the low reserve rate is alarming for us. It is a good news that our reserve increased 21.7 billion to 26.7 billion. Uh, It is a very big amount. GDP growth rate reduced at 3.97, BUP surplus 3.39 billion. Tools used by Bangladesh Bank. That this is the tool that use Bangladesh Bank to set the monetary policy, like reserve and repo reserve, CRR, SLR, open market operation, OMO, FX market operation, interest rate coordinate, moral situation and regulatory guideline, liquidity support facilities, ALS, credit control and prudential tools. Suggested policy reform, strengthening the governments and loan recovery. Oh, strengthening the governments is and loan recovery is a very important uh, tools for suggestion for us, because we know that our loan recovery rate is very low. Like PK Haldar, the many loans and go out of this country. This is the example of our loan recovery system. Bank Reserve Act implementation, full adaptation of IFRS 9, deepening capital market stability and transfer, FX policy, export diversification and productivity enhancement, anti-corruption and anti-money laundering enforcement. We know that Bangladesh is a red tapeism and all of correct corruption country. So anti-corruption is a very important suggestion for us, and strengthening social safety net and food market stability. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present a video presentation. Present a video presentation. Assalamu alaikum, and this is all for me.